Okay, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Bloons Tower Defense 6 video. Today we're going to be looking at the Park Path, kind of a walkthrough, I'd say, for like Impoppable or like a hard mode. This is going to be using our main towers, which is going to be the Prince of Darkness and the Supermines Spike Factory. Yes, the Supermines Spike Factory is very expensive, but I was able to get it in, I believe it was Impoppable. I believe I got Impoppable or hard mode. But it is possible to get. All these things are possible to get in a difficult mode. So I'm gonna kind of explain why I chose these towers. We're starting off at the banana farms. As you can see, I have one of the banana farms upgraded to tier 5. Obviously, you can upgrade these. I didn't, but just upgrade greater production, and then Monkeynomics. I would suggest having some IMF loans. As you can see, IMF loans. I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have the 5 counting the banana, or Monkeynomics banana farm. So let's start off by looking at Patrusty here. I have him leveled up to 20. A big Moab defender here. As you can see, one of his main powers is a Moab. Can't actually do it right now. As you can see, he's doing the Moab, and we get the Moab squeeze there. So big deal with Moabs, and then the Supermine can pop almost anything. Literally almost anything. That's why I chose to put it in this spot. And this should probably be your tower. The first tower that you like. You want everything else behind the Supermine tower here. Because personally, let's go ahead and spawn something in, like some DDTs here. Like, it's not, even if I put like 100 DDTs here, like, they're not gonna get past. That's why I said this thing can destroy almost anything. We do have Patrusty doing a little bit of work, but Patrusty is the main backup to the Supermines here. These are your heavy, just heavy, the front line towers, basically, your heavies. That's what I like to call them, basically. So then we're moving on to some primary towers here. Primary towers that I like to use personally. And here's one of the main ones here. We got the leveled up Wizard Monkey Prince of Darkness tower with the Arcane Blast. The reason that I put this monkey here was for this monkey to cover the entire map with the zombie Moabs and zombie Bloons that this guy has. If you put him anywhere else in the map, he's most likely not going to cover the entire map. And if something gets past this area, which is already kind of doubtful, But if something does get past it, there's not really much chance they're gonna get past. Like, chances are they're very, very strong balloons. I mean, chances are they're very, very strong balloons. And they're not gonna really get past more Moabs here because they're likely gonna be the same strength as the zombie Moabs. And Prince of Darkness is always a great choice. And he's going to cover all this map area. As you can see, Prince of Darkness has a very, very, very large radius, and his balloons are going to come even over here, and then the Necromancer is obviously the backup. The Necromancer, I'd say, isn't crucial. Definitely. I don't think you're gonna need an extra Necromancer. However, when I actually did this test, I did have a backup Necromancer before I even got the Supermines, because I didn't get the Supermines late in the game, so you're gonna be saving up for the Supermines. So the Necromancer is probably good to have as backup. So moving on, we have the Engineer Monkey, and we got the Sentry Paragon, basically the upgrade, the tier 5 Sentry. And then I just upgraded the pins here. The other upgrades aren't very useful. If you have the Sentry Paragon, you're pretty much guaranteed highly unstoppable sentries right there. So you're pretty much, as long as you have a support, you're fine. The Engineer Monkey is one of my favorite supports, so highly recommend you use the Engineer Monkey. And then this is a very, very not really useful tower. The Monkey Buccaneer, I just kind of put him here. Honestly, after you get through the meaty material, like these towers and then these primaries, you're not gonna really need anything else. But if you want to like put a extra monkey down, I mean, it never hurts. So that's why the Monkey Buccaneer is there. Also, the Monkey Buccaneer has a kind of a larger radius, and it can cover these two areas fairly well, I'd say. Let's move back to the Darling Gunner. Almost forgot. Darling Gunner is great. I have it on Rocket Storm, which is a step up from the Hydra Storm, and then 2 laser shocks. I think this is more than sufficient. I don't think this needs to be upgraded to a tier 5 tower. In fact, I don't even have their tier 5 tower yet. So honestly, when you factor in everything else, you're fine. But he's basically just shooting. You're gonna get him early on in the game, so he's really helpful to start off the rounds. And once again, I'm talking about impoppable difficulty here. Just keep that in mind. This is not an easy. You don't need all this for easy modes. But I'm talking about like impoppable difficulty. Okay, we have a whole bunch of spike factories down. Obviously, these are highly upgraded spike factories. It's just a tier 4 spike factories. If you really are not hurting on cash, doesn't help. It does help, I mean, to have the spiked mines. Just if anything gets past, you're not doomed. And then we have the firing squad. This is going to be one of your most helpful, just most helpful towers for this specific map. And the reason I put these guys here is because they can cover this entire map. It's not a very big map. It's circular shaped. So, I have one elite defender here. Not really a requirement. Okay? I wouldn't say the elite defender is a requirement by any means. The full auto riflemen, these guys will do the job just fine. So, I do not think that you're going to need the elite defender, but I put him there, because, once again, like I always say, it's not a big deal. If you have extra money going around, you're gonna have some IMF loans over here, so you're gonna have a decent amount of money going on. You might not have all these IMF loans. I did put a bit extra just for the sake of doing it, but yeah, that's pretty much it for Impoppable difficulty. I'd say this is basically definitely sufficient for this map. And you don't have to have all these things. But yeah, that's basically what I did here. And yes, I tested all this out. I believe I either played on hard or Impoppable. I'm almost certain that was Impoppable. But I was kind of just I was in the car. I had a little bit of a car ride today, so I had a little bit of time to play on my phone. So I was thinking of different strategies that I could do, and this seemed to be an effective strategy for me. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys, and stay epic. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time in another Bloons TD6 video. Maybe it won't be Bloons, but hopefully, because I am enjoying the Bloons TD6 content. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.